Hi friends! I wanted to tell you about how the Let's Start Talking trip I signed up for in 2017 to Recife, Brazil changed the course of my life. So I was a freshman and I had a really hard first year of college at UT because I didn't feel like I had close friends or relationships at all by the end of my year. I don't know if you feel that way, hopefully you don't, but for me it was just like a very lonely, alienating year of my life, and I just was in a very negative headspace when I was leading up to going on this big mission trip outside of the US. It was my first time traveling abroad. And so I was just really down, and I went to all the trainings, I did all the prep. It's possible for a UT student, even if you're like me and everything just piles up. But I decided to sign up for this trip at the very last second, of course, because I felt a little stirring in my heart to put myself out there. And I wanted to practice my Spanish. I didn't realize Brazil spoke Portuguese, and so that shows you how much thought I put into it. When I landed in Brazil, just things already started to feel different, and God started to wake me up and work on my heart. And I was blessed through that experience. I met one of my best friends, and God was there in a lot of big ways. I had this one reader, Kelly, who I would see every week for 4 hours a week, 2-hour sessions twice a week. And she had this amazing testimony. And so I asked her if I could write it down in English. And that's what we did to kind of practice her English, because she was more advanced. And so at the end of this trip, I had this story that I could share with her, and she could share with her coworkers and things that weren't Christian. And she said it made a huge impact, and it helped her share her story further. And then this other reader I had wasn't Christian, and he would always question the validity of the Bible and want to argue and talk about politics, which you're supposed to avoid. And I got a text from him the other day out of the blue, like 5 years later, that he still remembers my positive attitude and my faith, and that sometimes he'll walk into a church that he's nearby and just sit there because he wants that for himself. And so not a huge salvation story, but these little seeds that you get the chance to plant in people's lives just continue to grow even after you're gone. So if you are feeling alone right now, if you are having a hard time in college, and if you're having a great time, these Let's Start Talking trips are a really cool opportunity to grow in your faith and just see what God is gonna do in your life and in the lives of others who you talk to while you're there. But yeah, I came back my next year of college ready to engage with the world, is what it felt like. Yeah.